Hi everybody, and welcome to my craft room. This is Miss Judy. I am going to try something a little bit different today. I found a tripod, and instead of me working upside down all the time, which I find confusing for myself, I am going to try this tripod and do the card, and hopefully it will come out and be okay. So here's a new experiment, but here's a card that I'm working on for the CardzTV So Much Fun challenge, and it is called a starburst. You use the starburst element to decorate the card. I've already made one, and believe it or not, it worked out. So I'm going to try and show you what I did. First of all, you need 3 or 4 different kinds of pattern paper, and you cut the pattern paper pieces 1.5 inch by 4. Then you slice them into triangles. Then you arrange it on your paper the way, or kind of the way you like for the design to look. And you take a piece of paper that is 5 by 2 3/4, and you put glue all over that piece of paper, and then you start layering your starburst. You want to, you want to find the middle of the paper, which is 2.5, 3, yeah, right in here. Then you take your design that you want, starting in the middle, put your layers down, and the first 2, you want those to butt up against each other. Then you start putting the other pieces on, making sure that they're laying nice and smooth. And I'll show you what I did with mine when I get this all on here. It really doesn't matter about this part at all. What's going to matter is that they are all on this paper very evenly, or smoothly on your paper right here. So I'm just mixing it up, and I'm going to end up the design with these 2 matching, and the others are just, oops, wait a minute. No, I meant to do, oh well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I like that design. I only used this side once, but I meant to use it twice, but that's okay. Now, what I did with mine, when I finished putting the glue on, I used a brayer, whatever, a roller, and just rolled it down. Can't find it now. I'll find it later. And then when that is close to dried, take a pair of scissors. I'm going to use some old ones because you will get glue on the scissors that you use, and you simply trim your pieces using this part as your guide. And trim all 4 edges. And you'll have an element that you can use on a card that is 5 by 2 3/4. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. Now, I'm going to show you the card that I'm doing for the challenge. This is the design I made using some close to my heart papers. I've cut out I have a regular A2 size card. I cut a brown piece that will go on top of the card base, and it is, whoops, can't find my ATG gun either. It is 5 1/4. Let me see. Yeah, by 4. That will go on this front. And what I did was a little faux stitching, because this is about sewing, or has sewing, S-E-W theme. Did some faux stitching around here, and then I used the stamp from Mary's set called So Much Fun. Oops, I forgot. Usually I have to do this for you. I'm going to do this. And I pulled one of the stamps off that says, So Glad We're Friends. Now I'm going to put my starburst right here, but before I do that, I'm going to use this polka dot ribbon right here. I'm going to let it hang down just a tad, and I'm going to tape that on. Well, I've lost my Scotch tape. I did a little fun thing this weekend with my daughter and some of her friends, and I have just gotten so disorganized with everything, but I'm going to try and finish this and show you what I did with this video. It did turn out cute. Okay, I'll just tape it down. Well, I could have taped it anyway. Well, what's the matter with me? Okay, like I said, I'm losing my mind, but I didn't have much more to begin with, and now I'm losing the rest of it. Woohoo! Okay, there we go, folks. Now we're going to put my starburst on here, and I'll cut a little piece or a little knot. I have had this ribbon so long, SCW long, and I just love it, and I keep forgetting to go ahead and use it, but here it is. Okay, now here's my knot. That'll go right there, and I'm going to put a piece of tape to hold that in a little better position. Then I'm going to trim off this piece, and I'll trim off this piece. Make these a little bit shorter. And there's my outside. So glad we're friends. For the inside, this is going to a friend that I love dearly. I made another piece of the brown. I'm just going to put this on here real quickly. I did some faux stitching around that piece of brown. Then I took one of the pattern pieces from, I believe I'll use this side, from the Close to My Heart. I believe this was the Buzz and Bumblebee. Somebody probably knows better than me. I get my papers mixed up. Once I've cut them out, I forget what the patterns are, and this was just a scrap piece. Then I'm going to put another layer, and this will go to my friend. She did some great, really nice things for me recently, and I'm just going to say thanks so much. So here's my card. It is going to the CardzTV So Much Fun challenge, and I hope you enjoyed the starburst. There are several. If you Google or look at YouTube, you can find the other instructors that have done this, but I hope mine will help too. It was fun to do, and it's easy, and if I can do it, y'all can do it. Okay, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to test this out and see if this works from this camera angle. I hope it does, because I like doing things forward. I do have some things that are going on with Close to My Heart. If you place a $50 order this month with our company, you get the August stamp of the month free, and it is so cute. It's got all kinds of chocolate, delicious chocolate I went ahead and stamped some of them just as a sample. You get that free. Art booking, the new cartridge. Love it, love it, love it. I've got some cards I'm going to be making with some of the overlays, they call them, and the borders. And so stay tuned for that. And please check out my website if there's anything you want to order. Or if you need a catalog, please let me know and I'll send you one. Thanks everybody. I love talking to you and I love talking to myself. Ta-ta.